Hi, this is Michaela, and the assessment tool that I chose to create this assignment on is Kahoot. And Kahoot is an app, and here it is in the App Store, where you can play, create, and host quizzes for your classroom. And it is a live game, and you can create the quizzes, and students can play them anywhere or anytime. And it is a part of the app, and I just wanted to show this in the App Store so that you can visibly see that it is an iPad app before going to the website. So Kahoot is a major app that is used among teachers and students today, especially because a lot of students love the game-like aspect of it and teachers love it because it is assessing students while keeping the learning fun and seeing where their students are at. So Kahoot is super easy to use, and it is super user-friendly. So this is the website, and if I go to school and go to how it works, you can play, I'm going to play the demo game to show what it looks like, but I just wanted to go around the website. So what it is, you create a game, and I will go into a login and show kind of how to create a quiz. So they call it a game, but really what you're doing is you're creating a quiz, a review game, any type of questions you may want to ask your students, and you can use a template, you can use Regents questions, you can use any type of questions, and this can be used for any content area. It can be used for math. I've seen it, my host teacher uses it all the time in his math class. You can use it in English, history, science, any content area. This is a great tool to use. The students will log on with either their phones, which is why they have the app, and they use a code that is projected onto your screen, most likely a smartboard, and students will be able to see what the question is. So the question will be projected on the screen, which will kind of be shown when I go to the demo, and they will be able to punch in the answer from their app on their phone. And you can also as a teacher, create the actual quizzes from the app. So you host them live, you can assign challenges, you can also share Kahoots, which is really cool, and you can track your students' progress. And the website and app is awesome because it's super easy to go around. You can change the point value, which I will go into, but I just kind of wanted to go around. So this is part of what I was explaining with the easy, user-friendly. There is a how to create, how to host, how to play, how to use Kahoot for schools, intro guide. So it's very easy to figure it out. So I wanted to go to the play demo game so that we could kind of look at how it works. So this is what it'll look like. So the left side of the screen over here is what the app will look like on the students' side, and then this will be your screen as a teacher. So students will have to punch in the game pin, and then they will enter a nickname. So this has to obviously be appropriate. And they will be let into the game, and their name will show up over here. And you have the power as a teacher to cancel their name. If I would just click on this, my name would disappear. So, but if I join it, and then I can start. So you wait for all of the students to start, and you will be able to clear out their names, do whatever you want. So now it's going to ask a question. So this is the question that was made. So now this on the left is exactly what the students' app is going to look like, and they are going to have the question over here. And again, I will be able to adjust the time. So question, and then they click, okay, what is the answer? The square is the answer, and you will be able to see how each student did over here. So this is the result. So since I got it correct, it's showing, okay, so this is the assessment. one student got, since I'm the only one playing, got it correct. The green was the correct answer, and it's showing that. And this is the point value. So since I answered, point value is based on how quickly students answer and out of how many points the question was actually worth. And they will measure it comparatively with other students. So and there is an answer streak for students. So this will show up at the end, and you do have the option to show it in between each question when you are making your Kahoot for when you are creating it. So I can click next, and this is the scoreboard. So this will normally show, there will be obviously other kids playing, so this will show the scoreboard. You can choose not to have this show every time, or you can leave it, and a lot of times the students like to see the competition, but if you wanted to just keep it not as much competition and keep it where the scores are hidden and only you can see, that is also okay. So it does self-grade. So say I got this one wrong. So this is the next question. Again, you can, when I show you how to create them, this is the time limits a lot lower. So let's say I say Texas this time. And again, this is showing both sides. So now this is what the students would look like, the students app, and it's incorrect. So I lost my streak, and it tells me that. And this is what the smartboard would project from the app. And it would be, this is what I guessed, but the right answer, no one got right because I didn't guess that. So I'm going to cancel this game because it kind of gives me what it looks like. And I'm going to show you how to actually create a Kahoot. So the left is what the students app would look like. Again, this is up to you, optional. You could click through this at the end. This would show what exactly the leaderboard, scoreboards. This is how it shows at the end. Grade wise, kind of who was on top of the class, who, it just shows the top 3, and then it'll run through kind of scores, but you can click through or exit out quickly. So if I go back and I want to sign in to show how to create okay. So this is what your home page would look like as the teacher, and you could upgrade. So I obviously have the free version. The Pro is $3, $6 for premium, and you can start free trials. So there is a whole list. So you have class size games, school size games, and there's live, there's distance learning, there's create and play, and they're all different. So here again is where the different things you can add to your Kahoot. So you can add slides, you could add polls, you could add puzzles, so you can personalize these Kahoots to a very extreme level. You can add images, you can choose from test banks too, instead of creating your own questions, which is nice. You can change the music, you can add your school logo. And it's very easy to organize, which I'm going to show you. So I just wanted to show you that you can personalize these. So if I created a Kahoot, okay, so you can, there are different templates too. So this one is for formative assessment, and this one's like getting to know you type of thing. So if I said create new Kahoot, time limit, so again, I make it to what I want, so you can choose how long you want your students to have to answer the question, how many points it's worth, you can choose that. So the answer option, so however many, so say you maybe have a question where there's 2 answers, or you can choose that as well. Here's where you could upload maybe a YouTube and upload an image, or go to your library, you would type your question up here. So maybe say, what is 2 plus 2 if we're doing math? You would add this answer. So let's say 4, 3, 5, 6, and you would be able to add in like equations, and or you could go to your question bank. So you'll be able to search in this question bank. So again, you can personalize it. And you could preview what this question would look like. So right now it doesn't have a picture right here. It would just be the Kahoot. It would be counting down from 15 seconds. And this is where your answers would be. So you can, and then you could enter the Kahoot title. You can give it a cover image. You could describe it. You could give it music, so you could pick the different types of music. I could give it Halloween music if it's around Halloween and I wanted to make it fun for my students. There's a lot of different things you can do to make these personalized to you. So it's an awesome tool for assessment because students love to do it, and they have fun with it. They can, it's competitive, but at the same time they're learning, and I would use this app for assessment purposes. You can use it as review purposes, but you are also able to see where students stand at all times because once you host it, so I would have to host it, but then you could see the reports of your students. So yes, it gives you self grades and where each student stood, and then again you could obviously do your own type of grading if you didn't want it out of a certain grade. So this is where you would go for reports, obviously, and you could see the number of players and their reports, but I would have to host a Kahoot, which I do not have students to host a Kahoot right now, so but that's what it would look like. And you could do the folders. Pretty much this is totally, the limits are endless with this app, but it's a great app for formative assessment, and so many teachers are using it right now in their classrooms just to keep it. Engagement increases so much, and there's so many different things you could do on this. Just looking at this website, you could get so many different ideas and discover. I could type in, find me a Kahoot about maybe, let's say, lions. We'll just type in something. There's all these Kahoots about lions and even Detroit Lions. So there's really so many endless opportunities with this app. And like I said, the directions and instructions are all right in the app for everyone to see. Every content area, if I wanted, let's see, what could I do? Multiplication. So math, right there, anything multiplying by 9, 6th grade math. So really it's any content area. Like I said, assessment purposes, limits are really endless there. Personalized completely to what your needs are as a teacher and what your needs are, what your students' needs are. And it is self-grading, and you can switch those grades into something you want, as like maybe a participation grade. My host teacher said if you get so many right out of the 20 questions, I'll give you 10 points for participation. So there's always that option too, but you will have access to all of those reports. Like I said, I just don't have those because I don't have students to do this with. So that is my Kahoot rundown. Have fun using this. Like I said, I love this app. It's a great assessment tool, and I hope you look into it and enjoy it like I did.